Hi family. So I decided to go live and talk about what the Most High has revealed to me over in the past few days. I had reposted a video that I had made, I don't even remember, in regards to the Most High will provide, and how I had went into a panic about buying food to stock up. I just had this urgency, this feeling like I needed to get things and store, and I felt it felt like chaos and confusion. I'm like, this is not God. This is not God. Let me calm down. And I spoke to those things, and I spoke to how the Most High is our provider. He will provide for us. And so thank you, Holy Spirit. It's been about, again, I don't remember when I posted, but from whenever I posted that video, the Most High has been revealing things to me, confirmations here and there. I was in the book of Genesis. That was the book that I was reading from start to finish. And I had got to the point, I believe it is 41, Genesis 41, specifically 25, about Pharaoh's dream. Definitely read Genesis. It was nice to read. It was nice to read for me. So if you haven't experienced it, experience it for yourself. But Pharaoh has a dream, and Joseph ends up interpreting this dream. Please read that. Joseph's story is pretty interesting too. That there's going to be 7 years of famine, and to basically how the Most High was letting him know, basically to prepare. That was one thing where I had confirmation. And then last night in talking to him, he gave me confirmation again, and I said, is this something that you want me to talk about? I'm still human. I still get into my feelings, and I'm working on that. I don't think you, Holy Spirit, want to just jump and start saying things without getting approval first. And he approved last night. He wanted me to talk to whoever's going to listen to this message. Now, I was on live. I know there were some people that heard me. So now I'm hoping that whoever needs to receive this message will. If it's one person, fine, I've done my job. But it is time to start preparing. It's when things were going crazy last year with, running out of toilet paper and paper towels and Clorox wipes. That was the time to kind of start, and I had forgot about it up until last month or earlier this month. And going into the grocery store, I'm seeing some changes. I'm seeing where there's things that haven't been replenished. Today, I was shocked when I went in and most of the produce was gone. It was as if the store had just opened but hadn't been stocked. And I've never seen it like that. There was no produce, and there was no meat. And I know, where I live, we just had a storm, which was initially a hurricane, and it was downgraded. I'm like, well, maybe a lot of people bought stuff. But at the same time, it's still, I've never seen the store like that. And I know there were some things that still haven't been replenished even prior to the storm. So what I'm getting at is I see the changes. Right now, there's not any limits from what I see on what you can purchase: water, toilet paper, paper towels, Clorox wipes. Those are things I can remember. Hand sanitizer that you couldn't find anywhere. And so, long story short, this is a time to start preparing. Do not get worried. Do not drive yourself crazy. Do not think you've got to spend your whole paycheck. Start getting things here and there. Learn about canning. Learn about dehydrating food. Take this time to figure out what it is that you need from head to toe and purchase it. Make sure you keep your gas tank full. That was the other thing I forgot to mention. Canned goods, things that have long shelf lives, long shelf life. There are videos out there where they'll tell you, where to start, what to get. Extensive videos to where that can even be overwhelming. So be mindful and start getting things and storing them in a cool place. Learning how, that's another thing, learning how to store items so this way they last a long time is an important thing to do right now. Yeah, because I see the things that are changing. I hear what's not being said. I hear what's being said, but I hear what's also not being said. And I'm seeing with my own eyes the changes. And so I'm praying that this doesn't scare you, but I'm praying that this helps you make some decisions on what you need to do for your household. If it doesn't, that's fine, but I've got to be obedient to the Most High. And He told me to talk about this. I didn't write down everything, but there was just a few things other than food and other than things from head to toe that, well, this actually some of them are. I don't know if I mentioned to purchase water. I didn't realize that you can buy an array of bins, containers, contraptions to store water, but they have it. And these things I notice are in stock, so get them while you can, and they're decently priced. Eyeglasses, your prescriptions, contacts, get extra. I mentioned, I was talking about eye prescriptions, but prescriptions in general, if you can get your supply extended or refilled, again, do that. Learn about plants and different things for healing. What if you can't get to your medicine? What are alternatives? What was the other thing? I think I wrote everything down. I mean, there are so many things. Batteries, flashlights, baby wipes. What else? Water filters. There's so many different things, but first and foremost, I wanted to talk about the food. So I'm really praying that this is your confirmation if you were wondering whether or not you should start preparing yourself. I'm being led also for people that live in cold climates. Buy extra thermals, extra socks, coats, gloves. Sorry for all the ums. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Holy Spirit, anything else? I don't want to think off the top of my head. I think that's a good start. Thank you, Holy Spirit. That's a good start. So if you get a chance, read Genesis 41. If you get a chance, read Genesis. I finished that. I'm on Exodus now. And now that, thank you, Holy Spirit, we're coming up on a new month, I always restart Revelations and read through it all over again to get a better understanding. Honestly, every time I read it, there's something that stands out even more than it did the first time I started reading it. So, yeah. That's what I wanted to share. I'm praying that this blesses you. I'm praying that it makes sense. Love you. Have an amazing, amazing rest of your weekend to come.